Hi library friends, this is Miss Cindy from the Crown Point Community Library, and today I'm going to be bringing the library into your home with a simple science activity. So today we're going to be talking about circuits, and I don't know if you know what a circuit is, but a circuit is a path that an electrical current will take. It has three components. It is made up with some source of voltage, which is we usually use a battery or some type of power source. There has to be a conductive path, so you need some type of material that's going to conduct that voltage or conduct the electricity, and then you need a resistor, and that's going to be whatever we want to make work. So our resistor that we're going to be using is going to be a light bulb. So I hope that you stopped by the library, and I hope that you picked up your bag. If you did not, stop by and get one. Our bags today look like this. It is a circuit science, and we are going to be making our very own flashlight. So that's what we're going to be making today. Okay, so let's first start by seeing what's inside your bag. So in your bag, you have copper tape. Copper tape is tape that is conductive, which means that it will allow electricity to flow through it, or allow our voltage to flow through it. Just so you know, we are going to be using a battery, and we're not going to be doing anything that's dangerous or that will give you a shock. However, you only want to use the materials that you have in your bag, or the battery that you have in your bag. Don't try using other things without making sure that they're safe, and do not put this anywhere near an electrical outlet, because that will not be safe, because this does conduct electricity. So electricity can go through this and into whatever, to you if you're holding it. Okay, the battery that we're going to be using is not going to hurt you, and it is perfectly safe. So you have copper tape. And if you're doing this and you use up your copper tape, or you make a mistake and you run out because it is sticky, and so if you can't use it anymore, you can use aluminum foil in place of the copper tape. So if you have aluminum foil in your kitchen, just regular aluminum foil, you can use it. You can cut it into strips, or you can fold it to make it into the same size as what our copper tape could be. So that is one of the things that you can swap out. You will get a tongue depressor or a craft stick, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be the base for our flashlight. What else? All right, I told you needed three things to make a circuit work. You need voltage, and so we're going to be using, this is a battery. It's a round battery. It is a 3-volt battery, and it will be in this little packet. And you need your conductive path, which is our copper tape, and then you need your resistor. We're going to be using light bulbs. These are just 2 little light bulbs. I just have them wrapped up inside blue tape so that they don't get lost in your bag. So they're just inside there. So just be careful when you peel it apart. So that is going to be our resistor. So we have our 3 parts, and then we just need the other couple pieces. So we're making a flashlight. So this is our flashlight. And then you have a binder clip, which will work as our on-off switch. So these little legs of when I flip it up, it'll turn my flashlight on. When I put it down, the circuit will not be complete anymore, and the flashlight will go off. So let's see what we have to do. Okay, let's begin. We're going to start by looking at our battery once we take it out of its package, and we'll notice that on one side of the battery there is a plus sign, which means that's the positive side of the battery. The other side of the battery has nothing, and that's the negative side. Then I'm going to look at my light bulb, and when I look at my light bulb, you will notice, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put that on white paper, see if that makes it easier to see. You'll notice that one of the legs on my light bulb is longer than the other. The longer side of the light bulb, the longer leg, is positive, and the shorter leg is negative. In order to make a circuit, I need to have the power go out of the battery and into my resistor, into my light bulb. And I need to make sure that the current is working in the right direction. So I need the positive side of my light bulb to touch the positive side of my battery, and the negative side of my light bulb to touch the negative side of my battery, and that makes my light bulb light up. Right, so now I know that my light bulb is working, and you should test this first before you put everything together, because then you'll know that unfortunately sometimes things are defective and maybe the light bulb had already burned out or just wasn't put together correctly. So my light bulb works, which is another reason why you have 2 light bulbs in your package. One of them should work. They really both should, but all right. Next, so I already took my copper tape and I cut it so that it's the length of my craft stick. However, I want to make sure that I have space at the bottom where there is no copper tape. And that's where my binder clip is going to go, right at the bottom. So you want to cut this so that the tape, when I stick it on here, is not touching this metal here, okay? Because otherwise then my switch won't work. So I want to make sure that it's short enough that I can bring the copper tape all the way down without having it touch. You'll just peel off the back, so it is sticky, which is really nice. All right, so I'm just going to peel this off. It does get a little bit curly. I think it wants to kind of curl back up. So you're just going to be careful when you take it off. We're just going to stick it right on there. We'll just do a straight line from one end to the other. But I'm not going to stick the top side down all the way yet because I need to put my light bulb light under there. But I want to make sure that when I close this, that the metal is touching that copper tape. So when I put my binder clip on there and close it, it needs to touch there, right? Then I need to do the other side also, because remember, a circuit has to be a complete. So it needs to go all the way from one side to the other. So it makes a complete, if you will, circle, which is part of where it gets its name from. I'm just going to roll this over, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now in order to make my circuit complete, I need to connect this copper tape on this side to this copper tape on this side, having my resistor or my light bulb in the center. So remember, my positive side needs to touch the positive side of my light bulb. So I'm going to want to do have some way of knowing which one's which. So I'm going to go ahead and put my battery on first. And the way we're going to put our battery is you're going to need a little bit of Scotch tape. And you just want plain, clear Scotch tape, nothing fancy. And I'm going to touch the positive side of my battery to the copper tape. So I'm going to put the positive side to the copper tape. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of tape on there just to hold it in place. So that just holds it where I need it to go. So you'll notice now when I touch this side, will touch the positive, and this side will touch the negative. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my light bulb on. And I'm going to use the copper tape to secure it in place. And mine's a little bit long, so I can just tear that piece off. And now I have my flashlight. So now you can see the complete circuit. It goes from the battery around through my resistor. So here's my battery or my voltage, my power source, through the conductive tape. So it's being, the electricity is going to be conducted. It goes around through the light bulb and comes back, and it's completed back here at the battery. Now, the reason it's not lit up right now is because I need to close these pieces in order to complete the circuit. Because right now the circuit's not complete, so it'll actually go through this piece here also. All right, so now I've closed it up, and you notice that it didn't come on. right? When I pulled this piece up, it didn't come on. And that's because I need to press it down in order to make my light. Just because it makes that connection a little bit more solid. So when my finger on that switch, the light comes on. Notice I can touch the battery, I can touch the conductive tape, I can touch any of this. There is no, there's not enough voltage going through any of these pieces that it's going to hurt me. It doesn't feel warm or anything. So that's why I'm saying use only the things that are included in your bag. The one substitution you can make is you can substitute the copper tape for aluminum foil. Pretty cool, right? All right, in your bag, you also have another type of paper, piece of cardstock with a circuit diagram. You'll see here's your picture of your light bulb, and it shows you the positive and the negative, and then your battery would go on there. What you can do with this, and then you fold this piece over. And what you can do with this is you can use this template to make up a card. You can make a simple circuit, and then you can put this inside of a card to make a card that lights up when you open it or close it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned about circuits. I hope you have fun trying out these experiments at home. Feel free to stop by the library and let me know what you made or what you did, and maybe even bring in your flashlight. You can show me how you make it shine. Take care and have a great day.